What would you do if the only way to keep your mother alive was by killing other people? Well, a couple of years ago, I came to my backyard with my best friend Erica, and we swallowed 2 Percocet pills. I figured the pills would make everything less painful. These pills must have been really strong because after like 30 minutes, I looked down and noticed Erica's hand going on my skirt. A few weeks ago during volleyball practice, she asked me if I would ever date a girl, and I said yes. Then she asked if I would try it with her, and I said yes to that too. Now, here we were in the middle of August on a Friday, humid night, experimenting with one another in a tent behind my mother's house. Had I known the guilt from tonight's events would have stayed with me forever, I never would have invited her over. But Mother insisted on trying just one more, and then we would never have to do it again. I only started not having a good time when I was convinced I heard footsteps outside of the tent.
Mom, is that you?
I whispered to myself. I just wish this nightmare would end. I couldn't help but notice a dark shadow moving around our tent every time I repositioned myself. My heart was beating so loudly. I tried squinting my eyes to keep up with the rhythm of the floating silhouette, but it was no use because the pills made it difficult for me to focus. Erica carried on with her delicate kisses on my neck as she slurred sweet nothings into my ear, but she noticed the discomfort in my eyes.
Why do you look so scared?
She asked.
Oh, no reason.
I replied. I hope my mom could just wait a little longer because I never wanted this evening to end. I finally met someone who accepted me for me. When others picked on me at school for being the new kid, Erica was there to defend me. And it was all because of Mother, who insisted on constantly changing cities until she found the right match. Then we finally moved to Virginia, where I met Erica, who was trying to make me a better person by not surrendering to my mom's unhealthy situation. It's not that I wanted to commit all these heinous acts, but Mother was all that I had.
Mom, we're fine. We don't need anything.
Oh no, I thought. I'm a stupid freaking idiot. What have I done? I actually said one of my thoughts out loud. I turned around to see Erica staring back at me with wide open eyes.
What do you mean, your mom?
Asked Erica, biting her fingernails while looking around the tent. She released her hands from around my waist and then sat upright to look out the little pocket window of the tent.
I thought your mom died 2 years ago,
she said, grabbing her pants while attempting to stand up halfway.
Look, you must be really scared. I didn't mean to frighten you,
I said, reaching for Erica's belongings and setting them behind me.
My mom did die. She was killed in a terrible car accident years ago. But there's no way I could let her go. So I had to come up with a way to keep her with me. Always. I'm sorry, Erica, but I need something from you.
Who is standing outside of the tent? Shouted Erica. Her eyes began to water. She turned her head around as her vision picked up a set of blurred images.
Look, I have something I need to tell you, but please don't be mad. I really cared about you and never wanted anything bad to happen to you. But she said you were the one, that you're her match.
What are you talking about? Asked Erica, reaching for the front of the tent.
The only way to keep her alive is by finding a body for her to take over. It can only be someone that I love as much as I love her. The perfect match. She knew you were the one the moment we met.
I looked right into Erica's eyes, and the paralyzing fear I saw on her face will live with me for the rest of my life. Before she stepped outside of the tent, poor Erica fell to her knees. I'll never forget the most godly, horrible sound of her screams, like a newborn child being torn away from its mother. Now, I was standing over Erica while she violently convulsed on the ground. She looked up at me with those eyes, lost in wondering how I could do something so terrible like this to her. I continued watching her writhe in pain, all withered and sweaty with blood, as I pulled my pocket knife from out of her back. Just 10 feet away from me rested a visibly translucent, wispy shape. Moments after Erica had taken her last desperate breaths, the barely visible shape floated towards her body, Within a matter of seconds, Erica opened her eyes, gasping for air.
Mother, are you okay?
I asked, standing over Erica's body. What a great arrangement. This body will do just fine, said Mother, stumbling to pull herself off the ground. I know it was a huge risk allowing yourself to get attached to someone. As I promised before, this will definitely be the last time, sweetie. You're so loyal. You're such a good daughter, always doing right by your mother. It will also be the last time for me, too, I said, jabbing the pocket knife above my left rib. No!